Hey everybody, welcome to ProBLK. Tonight's topic is accountability. I'm going to add my co-host Rude Girl in a second, and we're going to dive right into it. Give me a second, I'm just adding her on. Okay, Rude Girl is in the building. In a second, she's going to hop on. Yes, but tonight's topic is accountability. So we're going to be calling all y'all BS. Not y'all, but people in general. We're going to be touching a lot of topics.
Because it's the poppin' ass co-host for me.
Yes, bitch. That's what I'm talking about.
It's the poppin' ass co-host for me, period. Hold on, let me fix my filter because my edge is all white. That's tacky, but all right.
Okay. So we in here. Accountability is tonight's topic.
Yes.
I'm loving the bun, yes.
You sure?
It's on swoop. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm loving the color. I was going to do my eyelashes like that too.
Yes. The little bottoms, I've been wanting to play for a minute.
That is pretty on you. I love it.
Thank you. We in here fly as ever. You know how we do it. Yes, you guys, thank you for tuning in. Okay. So tonight's topic, accountability.
It's a lot of things that we got to hold ourselves accountable for. A lot. Basically, the choices that we make for real. Mm-hmm. Things that we say, the actions, that we do, a whole bunch of shit.
Right. Yeah, definitely. So we're going to touch some of the things, some topics you guys wouldn't even think we would touch.
Yes.
And anybody watching, if you have a topic that you feel like we should touch, go ahead and put it in the comments so we can talk about that as well.
Yes, engage with us. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. But the first issue we're going to touch on is one that's been around since I can freaking remember, and that's the scale of white privilege.
The scale of white privilege. A lot of white people don't think that they have white privilege or that it exists. And that's bullshit. Because it do.
Of course. Of course.
It really do.
See, my thing with the scale of white privilege is it's a scale. So it goes from white being the highest and dark being the lowest. Mm-hmm. And black people forget that because we come in so many beautiful different shades, we fall all over that scale.
Right.
And as long as you deny the fact that you have privilege but still continue to use it, then you condone white privilege.
Period. That's where the colorism come into play. Mm-hmm. That's where we use that as a defense mechanism. You know what I mean? Like you could be around anybody. Like you said, we come in various colors. Mm-hmm. The second somebody do some shit you don't like, go here with that light skin shit. Go here with that dark skin shit. Like,
right.
That's corny.
Not only that, but we divide ourselves not only on skin tone but hair texture as well.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
That self-division is real.
Not for real. We definitely need to take accountability for that, because how can we teach our kids to love themselves, or anybody around us to love themselves, love the skin again, love their hair, love this, love that, when we criticize each other all day? All day is that nappy ass hair, or you dark as shit, you black as shit, African booty scratcher, just that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we doing that shit to each other all day.
Yeah.
How we think somebody going to feel confident about themselves if we fucking doing that shit, bringing each other down? That shit just don't make no sense.
That's why we have so much self-hate.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is real. Like you said, people love to preach, I'm black and I'm proud, but quick to down somebody because of their black features. Oh,
Right.
such a dark ass up. Oh, light skin this, light skin that. Oh, you acting all light skin. Even darker tones, they play on lighter tones as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Shit, I'm guilty of it. Did it before. Not proud of it, but hey, it is what it is. We taking accountability tonight.
it is. Like I feel like the scale teeter totters as well. So let's
Mm-hmm.
say a darker skinned woman, if she has finer hair, she's more acceptable,
Mm,
right?
I agree.
Now, a lighter skinned woman, her hair could be as nappy as mine, but they're not gonna call her. They're not gonna talk about her, call her
Right.
Brillo
They're not
pad
gonna
head
say
or no
she
shit like that.
nappy.
Yeah, like nappy head. It sound like you biting the apple when you comb your hair, no shit like that, because
Mm-hmm.
she has lighter skins. It's all about privilege.
Facts.
Now, people, especially black people, they love to claim the privilege and boast about it. But when it's time to be accountable and admit, okay, yeah, you have privilege and this is why we are divided, they want to say, oh no, we all black. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's the picking and the choosing.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Like, make up your fucking mind. Make up your mind. You can't pick and choose.
That's hard to say though, because it'd be fair to say that me and you,
Mm-hmm.
we are similar in complexion, right?
Yeah.
Right. But we would have more so-called privilege over a woman who has darker ebony complexion than us, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
And I've noticed a lot in my lifetime. Like I've received bias from both ends. Like
Mm-hmm.
a woman with, say her flesh is maybe 2 shades darker than mine. First thing I'm gonna hear out her mouth, oh, you not brown skin, you light skin, all this shade. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I get it from both sides.
Mm-hmm. When you around a light skinned person, oh, you black as shit. You around a dark skinned person, you light for real. It's just like, all right, where the fuck do I belong? Like,
Right.
not saying you belong anywhere because we all the same, but that division that we create for each other, it's like we can't keep doing that to each other. Because then everybody gonna feel like they belong in a certain place. Like, you black but you belong here. You black but you belong there. Like, what the fuck?
You think it comes from insecurity?
Yeah. I
That's
remember in a lot of you were saying before, um, like the people that came at you for being darker usually dealt with lighter toned people.
mm-hmm.
It's definitely an insecurity. Because you only from what I know from experience, you only come at people if you see something in them that, you know what I mean? If you're not confident in the skin you in, you're gonna come at somebody else about theirs.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can agree with that. All right, so that was just a little taste of the white scale of privilege or whatever.
mhm.
Next is George Floyd and the riots that followed his death.
The riots, man. I'm gonna speak on the Philly riots specifically. They was dick-eating.
Hard as shit. Hard as shit.
Yo was dick-eating. And it fucked me up because Philly is the city that hate dick eaters, hate Joe ass people, hate people that ride waves. But that's exactly what they did when George Floyd died. Like, they didn't have no, besides George Floyd passing himself, it wasn't no real reason for them to go riot. They saw everybody else doing it and said, all right, let's fuck some shit up. That was stupid.
And then what fucked me up about it was they was tearing up their own neighborhoods. Like, why
Mm-hmm.
not go? to the white people neighborhoods and tear their neighborhoods up.
Cause they pussies.
I was thinking the same fucking thing. Y'all bitches. Y'all, cause when they tried to do that shit down South Philly, they tried to come for their target. Them white folks wasn't having it. They was on top of the roof with guns and shit. Like not our fucking target.
Okay.
Y'all all scary for that.
Yeah, most definitely. And go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And the thing that fucked me up the most, besides them being scary, was they kept like, how can I say this? They kept making it to where as though like, oh, we not letting up, we not doing this, not y'all let up a whole lot. What did y'all do exactly? Because they did all them riots, started all that bullshit, got people all amped up, revved up. And the next day, they was bitching about everything being fucked up. Now, yo, I gotta go all the way here to go get my food. This some bullshit. Yeah, you should have thought about that shit last night, dummy.
Right. And then there was no organization to it whatsoever.
None.
Whatsoever. Like, if y'all gonna riot some shit, be like the Black Panthers or something. Civil rights movements. Let's do some shit that makes some noise and it's not making us look stupid. And then for months and months, we can't fucking shop in our own neighborhoods. Like,
right. Like
we gotta go to their neighborhoods.
That was some idiotic ass shit. Like, my whole thing, like you said, the Black Panthers, they wasn't no fucking gang. They was protecting their people.
Right.
You know what I mean? They did what they was fucking supposed to do. But what fucks me up now about these young boys now, y'all got guns all day for each other. If y'all really was on some shit, because y'all know when the cops come out, they're not coming to fucking just stand there and watch y'all do whatever y'all do. They ready to whoop some ass and shoot some niggas.
For fucking real.
So if the fuck y'all gonna sit there and be ready to riot, protest, whatever y'all call it, they got mace, everything. Y'all have literally nothing. Y'all going out there with nothing. Y'all know they gonna mace y'all. Y'all know they gonna fucking beat y'all with their little sticks, all of that shit. But y'all have literally nothing. Y'all think y'all voice and y'all just standing in a group is gonna make them move? Motherfuckers been doing that shit since the civil rights movement back then. And they was ready to get fucked up.
I feel you, Shay. Everybody a fucking gangster. You a gangster to kill your own people who look like you. But the ones who try and kill us and bring us down, y'all all pussy for them. I don't understand.
I don't either, bro. Real shit. I don't either. Cause listen, God knew what he was doing, giving me my kids and making shit the way it was during that time. Cause as passionate as I am about shit like this, I would have definitely been in the front line, and I'd have been ready to get my ass whooped. See, these people now, they're scared. Like we said before, they're scared. Even women back then stood in the front line and got their ass beat by cops and all of that shit. When they had plans for their protests.
They was standing for something.
Boom.
These dickheads was just tearing shit up because they was being Joe. Fucking, how is breaking into sneaker stores and jewelry stores going to fucking help us? Will stop them from killing us? What was that?
Exactly.
And then the ones in your own neighborhood, they fucking tore 52nd and Market up. For what?
Market Street up, bro. That shit was on the news crazy. I was watching that shit like, yo, they going out bad. Now, don't get it fucked up. I ain't against no fucking breaking shit up and tearing shit up.
But it's gotta be
but not your
it can't be
shit.
stupid. That shit was redundant.
Not your own shit.
There's no reason why all these black-owned businesses around this fucking city had to put up borders saying this is a black-owned business. Please do not.
And that was another thing that irritated me too, Monica. Like, how the fuck y'all don't know what stores is black owned in y'all area? How y'all don't know? Like, how the
none
fuck?
Of that shit. They all should be ashamed of themselves.
Fucking up the black owned fucking businesses. Now, you know some of them ain't got no insurance, whatever the case may be, whatever. Now you set them back 10 times. Now you set us back. When you set back a black owned business, you set us back.
For real. But we don't see it like that because we're not united.
Mm-hmm.
On to the next topic.
Yes.
The next topic is pride. Motherfuckers don't be want to let that shit go.
Pride will kill you, bitch.
No shit.
Pride will kill you. Okay?
Why is it so dangerous?
Because people feel the need to prove themselves all the time. It's like, all right, prime example. Even if it's little shit, it don't even have to be a argumentative situation. It could be a situation as to where, oh, you need help, let me help you. In the back of your head, you like, damn, I do need this help, but no, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the littlest things, you can make yourself suffer All because you got pride.
Pride can be very dangerous.
Very.
Our next topic is actually admitting to fault and when you're wrong. I actually had an issue this week with pride and admitting to fault. And I know you know about it. Y'all, if you follow me, you know I've lived all around Philly, like, so I rep the whole of Philly. But right now I'm in West Philadelphia, and there's been a lot of killings and shootings in West Philadelphia. Now I'm not a fighter. I'm not all crazy out in these streets or nothing like that. But I got into an altercation. I'm not gonna say where. I'm not gonna say when, but I got into an altercation with a woman, and it went south. And she ended up calling her people, so I called my people. Mind you, we all women, but she's just a woman by herself, and she calls her son up here. So, right? Her son addresses my boyfriend. Mind you, after the fight, I felt bad because I'm not a fighter, and I knew the woman was older than me. Me knowing who I am, I was raised to respect my elders. Had I did that, that shit wouldn't have went left. No matter how much she disrespected me, I knew what I was supposed to do. Whole time I felt bad. So when the son addressed my boyfriend, I didn't know he was all in the streets or no shit like that. But me being who I am, I set my pride aside and admitted that I was wrong. And I apologized to him, even though I couldn't talk to his mom because she would have wanted to fight me again. I apologized to him because I knew I was wrong. And I feel like that shit saved my boyfriend life. Because he knew I was sincere, and I honestly looked him in his eyes and said, you know what, I'm sorry, I was wrong for that shit. I know I want to say it to your mom, but I can't. Because I know she's not trying to hear that shit right now.
Right.
Okay, that's over. The situation is still heated. The mom comes back to wherever we are, or my sister's over there. Mind you, my sister is behind me, so she's upset for me because she know who I am. She know I'm not into this, so this shit is like beyond, it's bewildering her. So she wondered why the son was sent over to say anything to us if we all females and it is just my boyfriend. But I understand where the son coming from because that's his mother.
Right.
Now the mother is trying to attack my sister, but my sister is licensed to carry just like they are. So if she pull her gun out, you better back up. And then my sister has a gun on his mother, so he pulls gun out and shoots. He shoots two firing. I guess they were warning shots. Mind you, the block where he was on, he grew up around there, so he know everybody around there. He had people down the block who ran over, was waiting for my sister to shoot back. Had she shot back, they'd have lit us up. Me standing in that and being who I am and knowing what's going on, nobody, who was wrong in that situation? That young boy protecting his mom because somebody had a gun on him? Or my sister protecting herself because somebody was trying to attack her?
Damn.
And it's like, I saw gun violence in the city firsthand and how it can escalate from something so simple. Keep it a being with you. He was fighting over a parking spot. I'm not going to go into details. It was, whatever the fuck it wasn't worth what went down.
Right.
And had I not been able to admit my wrong, I would have lost somebody I love. And it happened so fast. Like, pride is so crazy. The whole time I'm thinking I want to apologize to this lady, something is telling me no, because that's that bitch shit. No, I'm not no bitch. Fuck out of here. But me being able to put that aside, save somebody life. Pride is very dangerous.
Very.
Pride is what made that lady follow me. Pride is what made me argue with her instead of going on and just walking away. Pride is what made us swing on each other. Pride could have lit us the fuck up too. We got enough. Like, pride.
But you putting it to the side.
Yeah, it stems from ego.
You putting it to the side.
You have yourself that you don't want tainted or you don't want nobody to shatter. But you got to remember, your ego is so fragile. So when you lead with that, it's going to get fucked with anyway.
Period. Damn, that was real transparent. That's a crazy situation. So after everything happened, like, how did you feel? Like, when you thought about all of that, like, when you sat down to yourself, what did you say? Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm spiritual as fuck. Like, I was standing in the midst of it, and my mom is out there, my best friend is out there, my boyfriend is out there, my sister is out there. These is almost all the people I love in this world. And had he shot in anger and tried to hurt somebody, there's no way I could have saved anybody. And I'm just in the middle of it. And I'm watching what's going on. I'm just like, wow, all this over a fucking parking spot, y'all, come on. But I started that shit. So had somebody died, that would have been on me. And I'm thinking, like, even though I never get angry and I'm always preaching to everybody, oh, no violence, that same day that this shit went down, somebody pulled a gun on this same sister that got shot at. And she called me and told me about it. Because she's licensed to carry. She carries her stuff with you. Somebody pulled a gun out on her. It was 3 women. Mind you, my sister, Shay, I told you, my sister is like 5'4".
Yeah, she's small.
She's little. It was 2 big bitches. It was 3 big bitches pulling out a gun on her. Shit like that over a shopping cart. She was at fucking ShopRite. And she moved somebody's cart out the way because they was in blocking. And she didn't say, excuse me. That shit happens over the smallest shit.
Smallest shit.
Where you could just be like, all right, you got it. And then somebody loses a life. And keep it a being with you. We know how Philly is. People was wanting to retaliate. And I'm talking all that shit. No, I don't want that shit to go down like that. Because then if somebody hit this person, then somebody got to come back and hit somebody else. And it just keeps going and going. That's how that shit go. And then the whole time I'm thinking about the song Beatbox. Pull up, make it beatbox. 2 rights don't make a wrong. It just go on and on. Listen to the lyrics. Like, that shit is, that's these niggas real life out here. Everybody playing gangster. Everybody got something to defend. And then me seeing it like that. How many situations is it like that out there where people are not wrong? Nobody's wrong. But killing somebody ain't fucking right. Nobody wrong, but y'all want to stand in your pride and not let that shit go. All right, I'm not wrong, you're not wrong. Y'all can compromise. Y'all can agree to disagree. But that shit get deep over the lightest shit. Like,
yeah, that should be real.
But enough about my situation. You ever had a time where you had to admit that you was wrong, Shay?
So many. But for the most part, for me, I like admitting that I'm wrong. And I don't have a hard time admitting when I'm wrong. My situations, when it comes to me admitting when I'm wrong, it comes from situations with family stuff or whatever, like personal family shit. And for the most part, some people don't even, when it comes to like personal stuff, like with people emotions and shit like that, like a lot of people don't be knowing when they be wrong. So the first thing a person is quick to say is, I didn't do shit to you, I didn't do nothing to you. But motherfuckers don't be knowing because you ain't say what they did. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like you said before, basically having communication. If you communicate to somebody like, yo, you did this to me, and you might not see it as wrong, but it was wrong to me because X, Y, and Z, it would alleviate a lot of shit.
Yeah. You gotta speak up.
Yeah,
you gotta mind readers.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody is a mind reader. Like, you have to say what's going on with you, because if you don't say what's going on, nothing is going to get fixed.
Right. And if you say how you feel, and people like, oh, yeah, I don't give a fuck, then you know how to move from that. But the problem is, admitting when you hurt is considered a weakness.
Yeah.
That's why so many people won't do it.
So. And that shit is sad. Because we could get a lot farther if people admit when they're wrong.
Yeah. It's not so much, people need to look at it different. It's not so much of a weakness, it's practicing being humble. We all need to be humble.
And we all was taught, fuck being humble. You know? Being where we from, where we at, like how we was brought up, it's always fuck be humble. It's only be humble when it's certain situations. They pick and choose when to be humble. Definitely. Supposed to be humble all across the board. Especially when it comes to your people.
Exactly.
But we don't give a fuck. We'll be humble with a fucking outsider before we be humble with our own.
Right. Because we got something to prove to our own. And what is that? I'm the biggest, baddest gangster out here, right? Right. That shit ain't worth it when y'all burying people. That shit ain't worth it when you crying because you lost somebody. That shit ain't worth it. The stress I receive all fucking week just from the weight on my shoulders of what could have fucking happened. Right. That shit is not fucking worth it. Imagine if I had lost somebody. I'm just saying. Shit, I saw it firsthand. God, he showed me something. I swear, I'm not a fighter. Like I'm the type of person you could say whatever you want. I'm no drama Obama. Okay, cool. But when you fuck with somebody I love, that's when I want to fight. Mm-hmm. So for me to even go off on that lady like that, it was out of character for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, next is instigating.
Instigating ass
fucking hood spicers,
fuckers, bruh. Instigating some shit go left quick, bro.
It definitely does.
And people don't hold instigators accountable. They say, yo, you was drawn, bro. Like that was funny as shit. Look how you got them hyped up.
Yeah, that shit
ain't cute. They the reason why some shit popped off.
You remember on Belly? We all know the movie Belly. When Tommy was hyping the young bulls up at the table, and one killed the other.
Ain't nobody hold Tommy accountable for that shit. Ain't nobody say, yo, bro, you fucking drawn. Chill.
You spicing some shit because you want to see some action. And that shit go left because motherfuckers people don't like feeling inferior, like they're being bitched or whatever.
Right.
That's where pride come in. When you start fucking with motherfuckers' pride, they gotta prove that they gotta protect their pride and prove they big and bad.
That shit
is real. Stirring the pot.
You ever been in a situation like that?
Only time I spice shit is when we bid.
Right.
Other than that, I'm the peacemaker. Like, it's not worth it, y'all. Like, come on now. I'll stand in the middle of the fight. Like, real shit. Like, don't do it. Like, I never got swung on. I'm usually, good at calming people down. But the only time I spice shit is if we bid, Ooh, you gonna let him come at you like that, dickhead? Like,
right.
Okay. Bitter baby mamas and fathers.
Woo. First of all, we all know that fucking it's some bitter baby moms out here that use their kids, as pawns and shit like that. Do none of that shit, but it's fucking bitter baby fathers out here too, and they don't get talked about at all. And it's so easy for a bitter baby father to manipulate shit because the way our community is set up, the way Black people set up, it's the man word over the female word any day.
Right.
So he could be dead ass wrong. It's a female right on his side condoning his wrong.
For real. That shit too real.
So even his fucking girlfriend. Speaking of that, had a situation. So me and my daughter's father, we are not the best of friends. But we didn't have, any really bad blood. My bad. We used to go at it all the time though. We used to go head to head. I ain't gonna hold you. We used to be at it. But things transpired in both our lives where it was like, look, I wanted to be to where we could, be cordial and have a conversation. The last conversation we had wasn't going right, so I had blocked him because he was saying shit to antagonize me, and I was like, look, I don't want to hear it. So I let it die down. I gave myself some time. Reached back out to him again. I said, can we try to be cordial one last time for the sake of our daughter? Don't you know his girlfriend messaged me?
What she had to say?
She said, this is X, Y, and Z. This is not him. I'm just trying to figure out why. What she say? This is me, not him. It seemed like you more interested in him than your daughter coming together in her relationship with her father. It's annoying. You just blocked him and this and that. I would never. That's the problem with y'all American women. And this is that and the third.
She's not American?
She's African.
Oh, okay.
Now, he's African as well. But now, mind you, I didn't say anything that came off as me flirting with him or anything like that. So it's just the insecurities for me. So, mind you, she typing these fucking sad grass, paragraphs, whatever the fuck she want to call it. Bitch, I ain't typing. Call me. Call me. Because we talked before. I talked to you before. So now it's like, all right, call me. I call, she don't answer. I said what I had to say. Da, da, da. I called again. I called a few times. She didn't answer. So I said, all right, bet. So now, since she want to text, bitch, I'm a text. So I said, I don't know what the fuck you and old boy got going on. It ain't none of my business. Whatever y'all talked about, you shouldn't even be telling me. That's your situation. At the end of the day, I'm reaching out to him about his child. So I'm confused as to why you're even talking to me.
Right.
It's nothing for me and you to talk about. Now, if he even made you insecure about some shit, that's on you. You deal with that. If you can't accept the fact that he has kids outside of you, that's on you. It has nothing to do with me. But if, and then she said something about American women using their children as pawns and all of this shit when they don't get their way. Miss Mamas, I don't have to use no child as no pawn for no nigga. Okay? Because I'm her. But the fact of the matter is, to get to the point of what I was trying to say, she was so quick to jump the gun and come at me.
Right.
And don't even know the full situation. My whole thing is, if you're dealing with a man, this goes for any female, anybody watching, listening, or whatever. If you're dealing with a man and he has kids outside of you and you never met his kids throughout the whole ordeal, something the fuck wrong.
She never met your daughter?
Never.
Is they married?
Supposed to be fiance, whatever the case.
I want to know why she felt like she had that right to come and ask you or mention anything to you.
Because that man gave her that right. You know, and that's where it comes to the bitter baby fathers. See, now, I didn't even say to her, oh, well, you do know he tried to come at me this time. Or you do know he was trying to get with me this time. But why would I do that if I don't want him?
Right.
I don't want him. So I'm not going to come out my mouth and say he tried to do this, he tried to do that. Because I will only do that if I'm trying to hurt you and if I want him. I don't want him, and I'm not what I look like trying to hurt another female. I've been in a situation like that before, and it was ugly for both of us. So I learned from that, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not going through none of that no more. Why would I sit back and hurt another black girl over a nigga I don't want?
Right.
And that don't do what he's supposed to do. So, but she felt the need to say what she said, and I said what the fuck I said.
Right.
I said, girl, you got my number just like he got my number. Call me if that's the case. Ain't nobody say nothing back.
That's curious text. And she wouldn't even answer the phone. I said what I gotta say.
Who you call yourself checking though? See, now you checking me behind a nut ass nigga. And you feel like you're better than me because he's with you, but he's not the prize.
Right.
He's not the prize. He clearly ain't the prize
She
because
wouldn't
you
know
feel
that.
insecure.
If he was really the dad, the stand-up dad, he would be in your daughter's life. Boom. There would be no issues. Your daughter would be the first thing, the most important thing in this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And what the fuck do you blocking him and unblocking him that had to do with her? If anything, the bitch should be happy. Then okay, yeah, no access to my dad.
Exactly.
Like,
but bitch, you so, and then we in a whole nother state. Miss Mamas, come on now. I got a whole nigga. Come on now. You don't even know that. Don't nobody know who my nigga is. Only the people close to me.
I just want to know why she felt like that was her fucking place. I don't have kids.
Because bitches don't know they
fuck out. Like, first of all, bitch, that's why she didn't answer that phone, because she knew it was coming.
Because she knew I was, the first time I talked to her, I had to curse her out because she called herself grabbing the phone while me and him was on the phone. But that's him playing the role too. He's trying to make her not feel insecure. He's trying to make her feel like, oh, you could trust me. Oh, this ain't that. This ain't that. But if I'm telling you that, bitch, it ain't that. You can hear our conversation. You could sit right there while we talking. But these men be bitter. These men be fucking bitter. And they never talk about bitter baby fathers. It's always, oh, the baby mom's bitter. How about that bitch is tired because she tired of this nigga not doing what he's supposed to do? Not saying that it ain't no bitter baby moms, because it is.
There's some out there, but a lot of the times
these niggas be butthurt because they done dog they fucking baby moms out and now they don't have permanent pussy.
Right. A lot of thing with fathers is they don't be wanting to be bothered with the child 24/7. They can't do what the mother does.
Child.
They barely want to keep the motherfucking child for the weekend.
They don't want to keep the child for shit. They only want to keep the child to keep the bitch around.
Real rap. And how do you think that affects the child?
It affects the child tremendously because it makes them feel worthless. Like, oh, my dad only worried about my mom. He ain't worried about me. Only
I
time I
remember
talk
that
to
shit.
my dad is because child,
Hey, daddy, yeah, yeah. Where your mom at?
they'll just brush me the fuck off. Like, what? Child, my kids been in a situation like that. I've been in a situation like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, the cycle be continuing. And that's because it be so much unfinished business and immaturity with the parents that the kids witness it. Now, when the kids witnessing that, they could play y'all against each other.
Right.
They're not supposed to see y'all disagree. See, even though I don't fuck with neither one of my kids' fathers, after a while, when I started maturing and started seeing, I started telling them, like, when we disagree, bro, we not doing that shit in front of these kids.
Right.
But they so prideful
Mm-hmm.
and their ego is so big that they feel some type of way when a woman is checking them on something.
Right.
And it's for the betterment of the situation, not because I want to come at you. But if you want to act like a kid, you can act like a kid, because I can act like a kid too, motherfucker.
A big ass baby. Say no.
Ooh. A rugrat, bitch.
Okay. So deadbeat dads, not just bitter ones,
Deadbeats. They got issues.
like leaving and desertion. First of all, I'm spiritual as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You not gonna have no blessings if you got seeds on this earth and you don't give a fuck about them. That shit is gonna come back to you in so many fucking ways.
That part.
And then
That part.
not just leaving. Some deadbeat dads aren't deadbeat dads who leave and just leave you in the drought. It's some deadbeat dads who just give minimal effort. Like they openly let you know, I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. I honestly, I'm not gonna say that's worse, but it's just as bad as leaving. Cause why the fuck you here if you don't give a fuck? I know you don't give a fuck. I feel you don't give a fuck, and you just sitting in my face not giving a fuck. Like, bro, go the fuck
Right.
ahead. Just go ahead.
See, one thing I can respect about my dad is he openly told me. He let me know I ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
Most people ain't gonna be shit. You know what I'm saying?
But
He
that's
was
because
honest
he
with me.
he was holding himself accountable for how he is though.
Yeah.
He knew he got issues or whatever case, and he might not be trying to face them, but he acknowledged it.
Yeah.
So that's a step, honestly.
It
But when
is.
you looking at it from a kid, you like, you fucking pussy.
Yeah. I don't know, cause I was a daddy's girl. It's hard to say, cause my dad loved me, but he wasn't. I'm not gonna say he wasn't shit, but he openly told me that when my mom was having babies, he ain't want no kids. You know what I'm
Uh
saying?
huh.
And at times it was harsh, but I knew where he stood, and it helped me understand the man's
Yeah.
perspective. So minimal effort. You know, it's important to be in your kids' life and
Hmm.
show them love and affection.
It
I don't
definitely
know where I was
is.
going with that. So
I'm cracking up. No, it definitely is. Because especially from a man, like me raising my kids by myself, it made me notice the importance of the male's role in life. It really did. Because from my experience, being raised, because my mom got a lot of sons. I was the only girl for a long time. My little sister is only like 10, 9, 10. So I went a long time with living with only boys. So it was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like I don't like these motherfuckers. Then I don't got my dad. So now I got resentment towards him. So I just hate men all across the board. I don't respect them. I use them for what I want to use them for, and that's it. And me doing that, it took me to a place where, all right, now I'm raising kids by myself because I hate a man so much and I don't value a man. But now that I got kids, I'm realizing how important it is for them to have a man in their life. So I deprive my kids of that because of my wrong choices.
because of the cycle, it creates a cycle.
Uh huh.
Like I can honestly say, mine was a little opposite because I mean, even though my dad expressed like he let me know he wasn't shit, he was still there. So it taught me a lot of things, like how to respect a man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How to respect his word, how to show respect for a man, but still be a strong
A
woman.
strong woman. Yep.
So,
Yeah. I
like you
didn't learn
said,
none of that.
having a male figure, not just brothers, because a lot of times your brothers are learning how to be men.
Right. And then your brothers is your homies.
Yeah, when you got a man around who is like a father figure, it's different.
Yeah, completely. I
And
agree.
then a lot of women that get into relationships with men and they don't have father figures around. They don't know how to be women to men. It's more than
Talk about it.
feeding him and giving him ass. Like it's way more than that. Sometimes you gotta call
Definitely.
this nigga on his shit. You gotta know the difference between bullshit. You can't just take anything. It's a
Uh-huh.
lot to it.
It's a whole lot to it.
Not that it can't be learned, but it's so much harder to learn when you older.
Mm-hmm.
What about narcissistic moms?
Ooh. Oh my God, narcissistic moms. Now, narcissistic moms don't get talked about. It's like just like did like people talk about deadbeat dads all the time, but they don't talk about narcissistic moms. And
Mm-hmm.
this is important because in our community, we praise our women for the most part. We might get shit where we get a lot of bullshit, like they talk a lot of shit about us, but for the most part,
We
a lot of
praise
our
our black
women,
mothers. Yeah.
yeah, black mothers get praised. No matter how fucked up they are, no matter how selfish they are, no matter how inconsiderate they are, the first thing you would hear is, that's still your mom.
Mm-hmm.
That's still your mom. But that shit don't mean nothing when your mom don't respect you and she's all about herself. It's a difference when you doing everything in your power to solely take care of your kids and do for them. But when you throwing shit in your kid's face, I did it. You ain't have to. You ain't have to do nothing for me. Yeah, I'm your child, but you ain't have to have me. You could have went about your life. But instead,
That's the
I'm
best
here with
argument.
you.
I ain't asked to be here.
No, for real. Bitch, I listen. Some shit didn't happen. A bitch done felt that way a couple times,
Shit.
okay? They get like that though. But narcissistic and toxic moms are, and I might catch a lot of bullshit for this. I don't give a fuck. A lot of the black women, toxic women, and narcissistic moms are the reason for our downfall in our communities.
Yes. A lot of times they place the sons over the daughters, right?
All the time. I seen it firsthand. No shade to nobody, not nothing getting personal, but I've seen it firsthand, you know? I'm quite sure a lot of us saw it firsthand. The moms coddling their sons and leaving their daughters hanging out to dry. That shit ain't thorough.
To a certain extent. Like I can't say my mom was narcissistic because when I was younger, I only ever had images of her going to work, so it was always what somebody else was saying about her. So I had
Uh-huh.
to wait till I was old enough to where she could really talk
To
to me for me
analyze
to
it
get to know
yourself.
my mom. But
Mm-hmm.
I do notice she has a certain coddling protection over her sons that she doesn't put over her daughters. Not to say that she doesn't coddle us or love us or try to protect us, but it's in the defense of the black woman. Is a lot of it is trying to make us strong because that's a
Uh-huh.
lot of what they went through.
Right.
Like the
But
first thing my
why
mom would
but
tell us,
why put your child through what you went through?
the first thing my mom would always tell us is she didn't get that from her mom and she's learning. She
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to. You know what I'm saying?
That's understandable. Yeah.
If you was never taught, you go by what
You
you know.
can't do it. Mm-hmm. That make a lot of sense.
Shit. Oh my God, Tom, we got 15 minutes. Let's keep flowing now.
Yes.
Laziness.
Ooh, child, there's a lot of lazy motherfuckers. They want the world handed to their ass, especially this generation now.
They definitely do. Everybody want entitlement. Everybody's entitled to some shit, but don't nobody want to work for it. I don't get it. You're supposed to get it by the sweat of your brow, the sweat of your
Mm-hmm.
motherfucking brows. You gotta pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Facts.
What about procrastinating?
Procrastination. I was a motherfucking. I was always a procrastinator until I had to get on my shit, like really get on my shit. And once I started getting on my shit, I looked back at it and was like disgusted with myself because I'm like, damn, you don't know how much time you got in this world. Time is more valuable than money. You don't know how much time you got in this fucking world, and you sitting back wasting all this time.
Right.
You could have did something. You could have,
Something amazing.
yeah.
Follow the dream. Move the
But you
fucking
sitting,
mountain.
but
You
you
know?
sitting back, yeah. But you sitting back on your ass complaining. You sitting back complaining is gonna get what done?
Or just bullshit.
The time you sitting on the block smoking weed with your homies, you could be fucking at work making a couple dollars and investing in what you really want to do.
Mm-hmm. Real rap. Okay, so what about these black businesses?
I
Let's
love
talk
my
about these
people.
ridiculous fucking fees.
I love my people, but y'all be charging motherfuckers up for literally chicken scratch.
Then they want to deposit for every fucking thing.
Like, I understand the hustle. I understand the grind. And motherfuckers going to pay a white business the
With no
same
question.
shit with no question involved. They'll pay that shit quick. But now, when you a black business and you up and coming, you gotta realize, like, the people, when you get to a certain caliber, you can do that.
Yeah, humble yourself till you prove yourself. The kid don't be coming. You just opened last week and it's $20 a platter, and then I eat the shit and it tastes like trash. Like, come on, I'm not coming back. I'm not giving you a second chance. But no, it's not just that. Like, okay, so like you said, we go into white neighborhoods and we pay these ridiculous fees and whatnot with no question.
Mm-hmm.
But they give us a level of professionalism where we feel like it's worth it.
Yeah,
A lot of motherfuckers
no doubt about that.
nowadays, especially black businesses, y'all charging me one price if I'm 10 minutes late, another price if I'm 15 minutes late, another price if I'm 20 minutes late, but you late your damn self. So do I get some money taking the fuck off for you being late? No, you don't want to hear about that.
Nope. And then the professionalism on top of that. You do everything, they do everything to accommodate themselves, but not their customer. The key to a black owned business, the key to any business is customer service.
Correct.
The key to any business is customer service. If the fuck every customer is going to remember their experience at your business. If it's a bad experience, 9 times out of 10 they're not coming back.
Yeah, you're not getting any business no more. Your customers are what brings the money in, and they be forgetting that. You always hint. A lot of black businesses are so quick to hand their customers their ass to kiss.
But you can't do that. You can't do that. You have to show a level of professionalism.
Correct.
You have to show a level of professionalism, especially us being who we are. They judging us from Jump Street.
Right.
They judging us from the rip. So if you already being judged because you're fucking black. Now if I walk in your store or walk in your business or wherever you handling your establishment, because sometimes we be having shit done in our fucking kitchens, homes, whatever, no judgment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when we coming into your place of business, we want to feel welcome. We want to feel like, all right, this person is worthy of my last couple dollars.
Right.
And if you are not professional and you're not making me feel like you worth my money, you can't be mad if I'm not coming to fuck back, and you can't be mad if I'm telling other people my experience.
Yeah, real rap. Make me enjoy spending my money with you. I feel like a lot of black businesses do. You know, we get it out the fucking mud. So sometimes they be out coming out their house in their kitchen with shit. But when they get to that level, they start getting arrogant as fuck.
Yes.
And people forget that you can be on top today, but at the bottom again tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Stay humble at all times. Like, don't wait till you rise up to start showing your ass. Keep that same humble attitude you had when you was fucking making it out your kitchen.
Period.
You was making it out your living room.
Period.
Be real. What about letting go and pettiness?
Black people don't know how to let go, and black people made being petty a trend, and I hate that shit.
Being petty and toxic. That shit is tiring.
They made it a trend, and it's not cute. Cause the same now, motherfuckers need to pick a struggle. You want to be toxic, you want to be petty, right?
But you
think that shit cute. But you want to be spiritual and speak all that bullshit, karma and this and that. Bitch, you getting your karma too.
Real shit.
You getting your motherfucking karma too. You getting your ass handed to you. You can't have the best of both worlds, bro. You can't. Like,
you can't.
And then got the nerve to be fucking sensitive. Somebody do something back to you because you was being petty to them. Now you want to
how could you do that to me? What?
Shut your dumb ass up, man.
Yeah. What about celebrities? Black celebrities who, I want to say, turn their back on the black community, but they forget about them. They forget where they came from.
Okay. So, black celebrities, I feel like at the end of the day, you know, when you make your money, you're entitled to put it towards whatever you want to put it towards. I learned that from seeing certain shit. But at the end of the day, you can never forget where you come from. Me being the person I am, I know for a fact when we, do whatever we do, I'm definitely giving back to my people with no hesitation. But some motherfuckers be ungrateful, and I get it. You know what I mean? And the celebrities are the ones that catch the heat from motherfuckers being ungrateful and all of that goofy shit. I get that, but at the same time, it's like, why you can't forget where you came from, because where you came from is what made you who you are. The people from where you came from is who made you who you are.
So what about these celebrities who see issues going on in their hometown and shit like that, and they don't speak on it, but they'll go live like you said to shake their little asses or something? I'm gonna call a specific thing. Now we all love Queen Bee. I love you, Beyonce. Don't confuse. But I ain't see her go live once to talk about what's going on, the backtracking that's going on in fucking Texas.
In Texas.
Megan Thee Stallion. I haven't seen her go live and talk about it. I haven't seen her speak on it at all. But she's posting shit about, that shit that's bringing money in. What you think about
it? See, I'm an open-minded person, which sucks. So like, it's like, all right, you worry about your coin, I get that, but it's more shit to it than just money. You got to make sure that everything is going the way it need to go. If you are a powerful person, have a powerful voice, and have an impact, it's for a reason. Something need to get done. And at the end of the day, no matter how much money you make, you're still black. You're still fucking black. So when it all boils down to it, you could, just like when they making their money, they making them white people their money too. But there's still bullshit in the world going on that you need to fucking speak about, because at the end of the day, them people gonna turn their back on you quick. So I feel like these black celebrities need to do more.
Definitely. You know how I look at it. I look at it from like Moses. You know his story. Mm-hmm. The movie you had me watch, The Prince of Egypt.
Yeah.
Moses got out. God saved Moses by making him the son of Pharaoh, sending him down the river. Then when Moses saw that he was really an Israelite, right?
Yeah, a Hebrew. Yeah,
a Hebrew. He was really one of the poorer slaves. That's where he came from. He ran away. And when he ran away, he found a new life. He was happy, but God called him to go back and save his people. When you make it out, you got to go back for those who are suffering.
Right.
Let's be real as to why we put on this earth. We put on this earth to serve God and look out for each other. If you in a better place and you see your people suffering, you're not supposed to just let that go on. That's condoning it. That's selfishness.
That's definitely condoning.
Where you could do something so simple as to go live and speak on some shit. Yo, this is what's going on. We gotta pay attention. Rally up, you guys. Do something. Knowing that your voice has that much influence. If you speak that shit, they gonna do it. Thanks. And you don't do it. You condoning that shit. So whose side is you on?
Right. So your money more important than what's really going on?
That's what it looked like.
But that's because motherfuckers they not used to having shit.
Real rap.
Gotta think about it.
And motherfuckers greedy. Oh, that shit might stop my sales or something. That's corny. The same motherfuckers who supporting you are the people who are suffering.
Exactly.
You lead the masses, then lead the fucking masses. I'm just saying.
No,
what
that's
about the government? All these pacifiers, like Juneteenth being a holiday.
Oh man, that shit was funny, because even though I'm a big supporter of Juneteenth, they just said that was just, here you go. Here you go.
Shut the fuck
like
up.
They always do. Here you go. Now shut the fuck up. We gave you something, but we're gonna take something else that's more important than Juneteenth. Yes. We're gonna give you our day to celebrate.
You see how they did that shit because black folks started tripping over that nut ass Asian hate crime bill. So they was like, you know what, you guys, here's a distraction. Look at this.
That's the only thing that make me mad about Juneteenth. Other than that, I feel like Juneteenth is extremely important, and that's something that definitely need to be celebrated. But they depreciated. Yeah, they depreciated the value of that shit because of all the other bullshit that they did. Now, like I said before in the last live, I'm not racist. Like, it's fucked up with what's going on. It's fucked up what was going on with the Asians, but fuck them. We ain't getting no fucking hate crime bill passed.
We can't help nobody till we help our fucking selves.
Exactly.
If my people is dying, I can't be happy for you and your people who just got over here. My people been fucking suffering for 400 years. Your people is only 2 generations, maybe 3 over here, and y'all getting a hate crime before us when we've been dying in the fucking streets for centuries.
Period.
Okay, a couple of old people get pushed down. Now they gotta. It's a big issue. We gotta save these Asians. Mm-hmm. What about my black brothers and sisters who are fucking dying every day because the traps y'all set for us? Now we killing ourselves because the traps y'all set for us. I can't be happy with that shit. I can't condone it. Don't get me wrong. I hate to see somebody in pain, but I can't rock with that shit.
Like I said, I'm 10 toes down. Fuck them.
Fuck them Asian persuasion.
Lynching is not considered a fucking hate crime. You know that? Lynching is still not considered a hate crime.
They tried to pass the Emmett Till bill after he fucking passed. It still has not been passed to this fucking day. It's still not illegal to take a black life in this fucking country. That's why they keep doing it. That's why we ain't got no hate crime.
We got Juneteenth. We ain't getting nothing for fucking police brutality.
Wait, don't this joint cut off at an hour?
Yeah, bitch. Is we going
All right, so if they cut off, I'm gonna just log back on, you guys. Stay tuned. But any fucking way. Yeah.
No, real shit.
I'm not talking shit because I fuck with, Asian. I like my wings fried hard. But I can't fuck with this country, doing that shit for them Asians and letting my people suffer. It's not right.
No, that's facts. That's facts. I agree with you 100%.
Shit is crazy. What about social media?
Social media.
They've been on some shit.
No. These motherfuckers behind social media, that's why we gotta make our own shit. These motherfuckers behind social media, they are making it harder for black creators. And they're making it harder for people to speak their voices. They're making it harder for freedom of speech.
Definitely. But they covered it up with distractions because they pacifying us. What's that shit we was talking about the other day? The black censorship.
Uh-huh.
How now they put black owned business in your bio and all that other shit attached to your account.
Yep.
But they started this whole censorship where they censor what you what kind of content you can see, and they deem it what is that shit? Extremely sensitive or whatever.
In other words,
political. Hateful. Yeah, you gotta go back and change the settings so you gotta
change your settings so you can see the content. Motherfuckers don't even know that though. People had to post that. I know somebody I follow got a whole bunch of followers. Somebody I follow, they had to post it on their page like, this is how you can see more of my content. Right. How the fuck is that? Do they know that black people made a killing off eating on social media? This is how a lot of people are making their fucking money now, especially with the pandemic.
Even us, when we be trying to post shit, it's not even political. It's just black and positive.
Not even just that. It's the truth. It's the truth.
They tell us, oh, it's political, so it can't be seen in any countries. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Your promotion been denied. It's not approved. That's bullshit.
Unless something with white supremacy in it be posted. That shit, they gonna let it fly.
Thanks. They about to cut us off, bitch. We gonna have to come back on.
All right, we gonna go back live in a second, you guys.
Okay.